Welcome to another exciting episode of our podcast. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that sits at the heart of every successful leader, professional, and speaker: verbal communication and presentation skills. I'm Yogesh.
And I'm Lily. Whether you're speaking to a team of 5 or presenting to an audience of 500, the ability to articulate your thoughts clearly can set you apart. And that's what we're unpacking today, from the basics to advanced tips.
Let's begin with a simple question. What is verbal communication? At its core, it's the use of words to share information, but it's more than just speaking. It's also about tone, pacing, and clarity.
Exactly. And one overlooked element is active listening. Verbal communication isn't just about talking. It's about creating a two-way connection. Great communicators are also great listeners.
Right. And a lot of communication gets lost in translation when people focus only on what they want to say and not on how it's perceived. That's why things like tone and intonation are crucial.
Let's explore tone a little more. For example, if I say, "I didn't say she stole the money," and I emphasize a different word each time, the meaning changes completely.
Beautiful example. And that shows how much meaning lies in verbal emphasis. Now, what about barriers to good communication?
Some common ones are jargon, unclear structure, speaking too fast, or even fear. Fear of public speaking is very real and affects how people present their thoughts.
Absolutely. And speaking of fear, that leads us naturally into the world of presentations. We'll talk about that in depth in our next segment.
Part 2, psychology and confidence in speaking.
All right, Lily, let's get real. Most people dread public speaking, but where does that fear actually come from?
It's mostly psychological: fear of judgment, fear of failure, and in some cases, a lack of preparation. Our brain perceives an audience as a threat, even if it's not logical.
That's why confidence is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Repetition, exposure, and preparation go a long way.
One technique I recommend to beginners is visualization. Picture yourself succeeding, walking onto the stage, speaking clearly, connecting with the audience. Your brain starts to believe it.
Another favorite of mine is the power pause. When you're nervous, you tend to speak faster. If you just pause after each key point, not only do you sound more confident, but you also give the audience a chance to process.
Yes, pausing is powerful. It shows you're in control. I also advise speakers to rehearse out loud, not just silently. When you speak aloud, you notice your pacing, tone, and fillers like or you know.
Let's give our listeners a quick challenge. Think of a topic you're passionate about. Now, stand in front of a mirror and give a 2-minute talk. Record yourself, then play it back and notice your tone, pace, and body language.
Great exercise. And remember, confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's doing it anyway, despite the fear.
Part 3, structuring a powerful presentation. Now let's talk structure, because even the best speakers fail if their message is chaotic. Every great presentation has a beginning, middle, and end.
Absolutely. Start with a hook, a story, question, or bold statement. Then build your key points and end with a memorable call to action or takeaway.
Let's break that down. For example, if I'm presenting about sustainability in business, I might start with a shocking stat. Every second, the world loses a football field of rainforest. That grabs attention.
Then you might build your 3 key points. 1, why it matters. 2, how it impacts business. And 3, what leaders can do. And finally, you'd close with something like, change starts with a single step. What's yours going to be?
Exactly. Also, don't overload your audience. 3 to 4 key points are enough. The brain loves simplicity and clarity.
Another tool I love is storytelling. Humans are wired for stories. You could explain a concept with facts, or you could tell a real-life story that brings those facts to life.
Let's illustrate. I once worked with a founder who had the best pitch deck I'd ever seen, but his verbal pitch lacked energy, so we worked on tone and storytelling. The difference? He raised $2 million.
Perfect example. When stories and structure come together, the impact is unforgettable.
Part 4, delivery, voice, and body language. Now, the final mile, delivery. You might have great content, but your voice and body can either enhance it or ruin it.
True, your voice is your instrument. Vary your pitch, use pauses, and emphasize keywords. Avoid monotone delivery. That puts people to sleep.
And let's not forget body language. Your posture, hand gestures, and eye contact all play a role. If you're stiff or closed off, your audience will sense it.
Eye contact builds trust, smiling makes you more relatable, open gestures show confidence. One mistake people make is reading slides or notes without looking at the audience.
Speaking of slides, they should support your message, not be your message. Keep them visual. One idea per slide. Don't read from them.
Great point. And one more tip, rehearse with someone else. Get feedback. Ask, was I clear? Did I hold your attention? What could I improve?
And also, record your actual presentations and review them. It's painful at first, but it's the best way to grow. You'll spot nervous tics, pacing issues, or filler words you didn't notice before.
Before we close, let's share 3 rapid-fire presentation do's and don'ts.
Do, prepare thoroughly, speak with clarity, use stories.
Don't memorize scripts word for word, speak too fast, or rely entirely on slides.
To wrap up, verbal communication and presentation skills aren't just for public speakers. They're essential for everyday leadership, teamwork, and influence.
And like any skill, they can be learned, practiced, and mastered. Start small, stay consistent, and always seek feedback.
That's it from us today. Thank you for joining us on this journey into verbal communication and presentation mastery.
Until next time, keep speaking with impact.